our planet. It doesn't help society. It doesn't help anyone. That's why, like I constantly show y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's why we are so on the fucking global peace index, okay? I'm not gonna show y'all again. I show y'all every day. Y'all already know. We're 128. We're 128. Matter of fact, look, I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll do it. I'll do you a solid. Like, I'm literally disgusted, fam, because we always end up in a situation where we always have to come back to reality and deal with the facts, okay? So this is Visions of Humanity, which has what's called the Global Peace Index. It ranks all the countries in the world based on their level of peace, with number one being the most peaceful and number 163 being the least peaceful. As you can clearly fucking see, at least I hope you can clearly see it, number one is not the United States of America. Matter of fact, we're so fucking low, we're almost at the fucking bottom. We're at 128. 128, 163 countries, Global Peace Index. How is that possible if all these Christians have the ultimate supernatural Lord thing, right? And it's what do they say? It's a God of peace? Could have fooled me. How can it be a God of peace and we're 128 on the Global Peace Index? That sounds like fucking failure. Okay, why would these people who claim to have the super duper thing and all these super high moral character values and all that shit, how come it's not translating? How come it doesn't translate in real life? Why is it that we see all these stories of children getting raped, all these cover-ups that have been happening for literal decades, and not just in the Catholic Church, in all kinds of different churches? We cover this every day. You can just go back to the previous lives that we talked about. You can go back to the clips on my YouTube, youtube.com/the ultimate rage. Check it out. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, you know, all that shit, notification bell. But like, how is it that we can do this every day, and to this day, not a single Christian has anything to say, anything to present, any actual solution to offer of any kind? They claim they have the super thing, and they have nothing. And that's what's so crazy about theism. Theism is literally the worship of nothing. It's straight up nihilism. It's literal nihilism. They worship not a goddamn thing. The supernatural, super intelligent thing that they're obsessed with is nothing. It doesn't exist. That's why 0% of them can demonstrate this supernatural super shit, because it's not there. It's not real. It doesn't actually exist. If it did, they could have been showed us. We wouldn't be having this conversation, right? But yeah, it's the worship of nothing, fam. So I find it so ironic when they come at us atheists and anti-theists and they tell us, well, something can't come from nothing. But the irony, the obvious irony is that that's actually their position. They're the ones who believe you can get something from nothing because they believe that this God thing is real, and it's not. It's not there. It's nowhere. That's why they always say things like, it's everywhere, which means it's nowhere. Because if it was somewhere, why can't they show us right now, this second? Right now. All it takes is one. I mean, yesterday, we talked about this whole Christian conference, all these Christians coming together, speaking, singing songs, holding hands, all that dumb praying. And I'm like, through it all, no Jesus anywhere. No fucking Father, Son, or Holy Spirit at any of it. So what the fuck was the point of that shit? And what did it actually accomplish? Nothing. I mean, maybe, I'm sure they made some money. We know they're going to make some money. But other than that, what did they actually literally accomplish? Because at the end of the day, like I said, we still have these stories. We still see these stories every single day. And we're going to keep covering these stories because guess what? They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. They are going to continue to engage in this psycho-ass behavior. They're always going to be embroiled in sex abuse scandals, particularly child sex abuse scandals. This is every single day. For a group that claims to have such moral character, that is a very strange dichotomy that every single day we can pull up example after example after example after example of Christians engaging in this immoral and this extremely immoral behavior that by any stretch anybody would admit this is immoral. That's why I get so fascinated when stories, people who aren't explicitly Christian getting caught up in this type of shit, they have no problem talking about, oh, I hate these people, I want the worst to happen to them, I hope that Big Bubba does his thing to them, and da 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 da. But when it comes to the people who do it the most, the people among their fucking belief system, where's the same energy? Why don't y'all say that about Pastor Johnson and Pastor whoever and priest whatever and rabbi whatever and fucking deacon whatever and fucking bishop whatever? Whatever crazy titles that they give themselves, why don't you talk about it when they're the ones getting caught? All of a sudden, now y'all get quiet. Now y'all ain't talking about Big Bubba no more. Now all of a sudden, y'all keep it a secret. Y'all on some Michael Jackson, keep it in the closet. Do the, do the, do the, do the, do the, ah. Now if you want it, nah, we gonna stop it. But it's like, how is this